Saat baru lahir di dunia, manusia mesti nangis. Tapi ibu kata,
setiap anak yang menangis, sepatutnya mesti ada orang yang menenangkan dirinya.
best kan? Mestilah best. Kalau awak tu adik, semua orang sayang.
Yang? Kenapa tu? Okey tak?
Okey, tak ada apa-apa.
Iza, kenapa kat bawah?
Takut.
Takut? Kita makan kat atas nak? Tak nak? Yana, ambil tikar. Sini. Jaga kepala.
Ibu pernah tanya.
Liana nak adik tak?
ADIK, adik. Seseorang yang termuda di dalam keluarga. Kakak, seseorang yang perlu berkorban. Ayah kata,
Kalau nak naik pangkat, jadi kakak, kena belajar bertanggungjawab.
untuk si anak rusa itu, suasana kampung baru macam alam yang baru. Di kampung baru ini, kita selalu tolong satu sama lain. Jiran kami, Cik Hasna kata,
kasih sayang perlukan masa. Lama-lama timbul juga.
tapi saya fikir kita tidak mengambil masa untuk menyayangi adik. Daripada rusa yang takut-takut, adik jadi lebih berani.
Terima kasih sayang.
Dan saya pula menjadi seorang kakak. Sayang adik kakak. Seperti rusa balik ke kampungnya. Kakak nak adik.
Adik dah balik kat rumah dia sendiri, sayang. Kakak tak mesti sedih ya, nak ya?
Adik pun sayang kakak tau. Okey? Jangan nangis
So every foster child should have a fee exemption card. More information can be found below.
Okey.
If you need any support or have any questions, feel free to contact us.
Tapi yang penting, ibu kata kasih sayang tiada batas. Nama adik siapa?
Masya Allah, such a heartwarming video. Assalamualaikum semua. Saya masih lagi di sini di Mak Besar Raya Lockdown Hadush. 3 more days where you can see me today, tomorrow and Saturday insyaAllah. Dan hari ni kita berbesar hati pasal we are going to feature PPIS Oasis. PPIS Oasis Fostering Services yang tadi you saw dorang punya video, one of their campaign video about fostering services, and it's very heartwarming. Jadi a little bit of introduction. PPIS Oasis is actually the third fostering agency appointed by MSF, and what they do is their center facilitate fostering journey of both foster child and parents. Okay, and they also recruit and assess foster parent ataupun ibu bapa titipan. Ini bukan ibu bapa angkat, ada perbezaannya, dan I akan bawa masuk kat dalam kita punya screen ni, kita punya TV Mak Besar ni. Salah seorang social worker yang bersama PPIS, dia dah lebih setahun lebih dah dia dengan PPIS. Cik Akila Zulkifli, are you there?
Yes, Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam. Maybe you can look at the Google Hangout punya screen, punya camera for you to address if there's any if there's anyone who has question. Cik Akila, thank you so much. Thank you to PPIS Oasis for coming on board tv.makbesar.com dan garage.makbesar.com. Tadi such a heartwarming video such a heartwarming video. Dia nak adik, tapi adik dia datang untuk sementara waktu, lepas tu another one. This is what fostering service is about. I have some friends who does it, 2 of them actually. But let's go to you straight, and before we talk about that fostering service, I want to know berapa lama you bekerja sebagai social worker di Oasis Center ini untuk fostering?
Okay, so for myself, I telah dah bekerja in PPIS Oasis slightly over a year. Yeah, then walaupun rasa macam jangka masa pendek, I think I have gained a lot of unique and special experiences lah as a social worker in the foster care agency.
Betul. Dia bukan pasal jangka masa besar ke panjang ke pendek. Kadang-kadang the things we do and the lives we impact, itu yang important tau Cik Akila. Okay, can you make us understand fostering service ni sebenarnya apa ni?
Okay, so fostering services is actually a temporary care arrangement atau penjagaan sementara lah, where foster families take on the care of children who go into the care of the ministry because they have been either abused atau neglected from by their natural families lah, atau in Malay it's kanak-kanak yang telah didera atau terbiar dari ibu bapa kandungan mereka lah.
So kalau let's say I'm gonna cakap dengan cara bercerita lah. Katalah saya ni ada seorang anak yang mungkin 5 tahun dan saya natural family-nya lah. Saya natural family-nya, dan saya seorang ibu yang dera, ataupun mungkin my family atau my husband dera budak tu, ataupun kami berdua masuk penjara. Is it one of the problem kalau
yes, can.
Okay, masuk penjara ataupun rehabilitation center, dan anak ni dibahagikan under the care of the government, the ministry. Okay, betul. So anak ni apa sebenarnya dia tunggu? Dia tunggu untuk dapatkan ibu bapanya kembali ataupun adopted family, because fostering ni dia macam bus stop gitu, interchange gitu tau, in a way it's a transitional, excuse my language, I cuma trying to get people to understand. So anak ni yang tengah dalam transition ni, dalam interchange ni, dia sebenarnya tunggu apa? Apakah goal dia sebenarnya?
Okay, so you are right to say lah yang macam fostering is considered one of the bus stops in the many care services that the ministry have lah for children like these cases. So antaranya apart from fostering, there is also adoption, then there is also children's home where some children go to if there are no foster placement for them. But the difference is depending on dorang punya age juga. Let's say kalau the kanak-kanak are quite young, can be infants or can be 3-4 years old. If they are young children, the best placement for them to go is into foster care lah, which means into a temporary care of a foster family, because that's the best environment for them to live, to thrive in, and to to receive the love and care of a family lah. Yeah, but
sorry Miss
for-
Akila, you punya mic tu kena
Ah.
tudung, jadi dia zek. I think you have to hold.
Okay, maybe I'll hold it.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
yeah. So, should I repeat what I mentioned?
No, you can continue.
Okay. So, fostering is one of the options, especially for younger children. Sometimes for older kids, it might be a bit more difficult to get them into foster care because of their age, and some of them go into children's homes lah. Yeah, but actually the best environment for all these children is a foster home for all of them. Because of the environment that a foster family can provide lah. Yep. So the like you mentioned, the end goal for all these children yang masuk jagaan titipan is eventually to be returned to their natural family. Yeah. So on us as fostering service, kita jaga macam foster family and how the foster kids are doing. But there are also on the other side, there are social workers working with the natural family jugalah to work on certain areas that they can improve on. For example, pekerjaan atau dorang punya finances, or maybe family violence issue. So kalau all these challenges to the safety of the kids they are resolved, eventually kanak-kanak tu boleh balik lah to their natural family.
InsyaAllah. Dan kadang-kadang for one of my friend, dia adalah seorang ibu dan bapa titipan, tapi yang sayangnya dah lepas 3 tahun, ke setahun lebih ke 2 tahun, dia realise that the foster, I think it's PPIS, their natural family tak boleh ambil balik because diorang punya penderaan tu tak stop. Mak bapak tu masuk keluar tak stop sampai satu lari daripada Singapore and all that. At last she adopted the baby lah. So alhamdulillah. So yes, it's important for these kids sambil dia dah transition tu. It's not easy kehilangan natural family walaupun didera, walaupun diorang tak diberi jagaan yang baik. When you get out of your natural family, natural home tu, dia susah untuk budak-budak ni. Apa kecil pun susah, yang besar pun susah. Sebab tu foster family, if you can foster a kid and you know that it's going to be good for them, you can nurture them, it will be perfect. Come forward, give us your support, give us your help. I want to know from your experience working with foster children and foster parents, give me some of your memorable experience lah.
Okay, so I ada memory yang atau experiences yang both memorable in the sad sense and in the happy sense as well. So maybe if I share more about the really sad experiences is especially when I think mungkin Kak Haryani and whoever is watching may have heard in the news tentang kanak-kanak yang didera dan terbiar. So this is some of the kids that go into foster care lah atau menjadi anak-anak titipan. So for me as a social worker atau pekerja sosial, I have to learn about dorang punya latar belakang, and most of the time is really sad lah for me to have to to sit down and learn about some of the really bad experiences that the children have gone through. Yeah, but at the same time, this also really encourages me to make sure that these children get a really safe and good care environment with foster families. Yeah, and it really encourages me to continue my work lah. Yeah.
Alhamdulillah. Thank you. So that is the sad part lah.
One of the sad experiences that we as social workers have to go through lah. Yeah, but there are also definitely very happy moments.
Okay, can share with us?
Yes, of course I will share. I think one of the really one of my favorite moments is when I get to see changes or a lot of improvements in the kanak-kanak titipan, especially if at the start dorang masuk jagaan titipan with many challenges lah. For example, kelakuan negatif or negative behaviour akibat trauma that they go through. So when children have gone through macam abuse or neglect, they carry on this trauma lah with them, and it can result in certain behaviours that are quite challenging for adults to handle even, and are very different from normal kids lah. So when I get to see them really improve in this negative behaviour, macam foster parents supporting them in this journey, is really a happy moment for me to share the happiness lah with the foster family.
amazing. Ada soalan daripada kita punya followers, kita punya viewers, ada almost 300 viewers. Alhamdulillah. Assalamualaikum semua, thank you. Okay, there are cases where foster parents dia buat fostering to get incentive tau. So pada diorang ni macam gaji, tapi how is this managed? And what if one of the foster parent atau one of the family member within the foster family becomes abusive? How do you manage that?
Okay, that's a very good question. I think there's two questions there.
Sorry to stop you there, but I think this will be very in line with my question about how PPIS tapis dan choose foster parents. Maybe can answer this together in one line. I mean in one format lah, yeah.
Okay. So there is definitely a criteria that we have set lah for our recruitment of foster parents. I think because I cannot remember offhand now, and kita punya admin might be able to answer in the comments lah what are some of the basic criteria to be foster parents. And in relation to the question about financial incentive to jadi foster parent, one of the basic criteria is that they have a minimum household income of $2,000. And in that sense, when we make our assessment, we ensure that they are financially stable on their own with the current income and expenses that they have, before we make sure that they are able to care for foster children. Yeah, so during the application process, there are a few interviews that we do, and then throughout the interview, there is also an assessment of financial stability, in a sense, or financial status. And in this way, we make sure yang on their own, kalau we were to place a child with them at that very moment, they can still manage the expenses of the child. So on top of that, of course, MSF also does give them fostering allowance to manage the expenses of these kids.
Okay, so what if you find out that actually dorang ni tak ikhlas, lepas tu ada yang mendera pula, dan they are actually looking at it to get incentive. Okay, ini soalan yang bagus, tapi let me just share. I know foster parents from, I won't say which country tapi bukan kat sini, bukan country Malaya, not Southeast Asia. I actually know some of them, and they showed me videos of foster parents yang kat sana yang ambil insentif, tapi anak tu sampai dorang lock kat basement semua tau. Okay, masalahnya kat sana besar negerinya, susah nak check everyone. Tell me,
I'm getting a lot of clues where this country is.
Yeah, tell me how you can manage this, because ada orang tanya, they are concerned. So tell me about how PPIS manages this and ensure this doesn't come about.
Okay, so the reason why there is fostering service and us as foster care officers atau social workers in foster service is for us to really ensure that when a foster child that has been placed with a foster family, our job is to make regular visits and check-ins with the foster family as well as the foster child. This includes regular home visits once every month atau once every 2 months to really check in on the condition of the house, the well-being of the child, how the kid is doing at home, how's their relationship like with foster parents lah. So apart from having macam family sessions, we also have one-on-one sessions with the kids to really check in how they are doing.
That's very important, yes.
Yeah, because sometimes I understand that there is a fear that walaupun they are going through some negative experiences, they might be afraid to share in the presence of foster family. So we do have individual sessions, and on top of that, kita pun we work very closely together with the kids punya either childcare atau school or any other community organisations that may be involved in, that helps with macam visibility lah of these kids. We make sure that the school can also help to check in on how the kids are doing.
Korang check dengan jiran-jiran tak?
Jiran-jiran tak sangat.
Tapi kalau jiran dengar tepekik terlolong, they can come and report to you lah.
Definitely lah.
Okay.
If they know the channels, they can report lah what they are observing or hearing.
Actually, one of your admin has already replied. Dia kata, thank you for your comment. Foster parents should be loving and nurturing, and allowance needs to be used for the foster children. We take this very seriously, and social workers work closely with the foster families to ensure safety and stability. Thank you, admin, for answering that. And I mean, I have also worked in ministries and all that. Trust me, it's not easy to bedek. So if you take and then you cakap, oh aku nak beli ni, lepas tu kau beli, you all belilah apa-apa merepek ke apa kan, and then budak tu kat sekolah tak cukup textbook lah, tak cukup buku lah, baju koyak-koyak. Singapore is small, Singapore is very governed in a good way. You're not getting away. So trust me, these kids most of the time, I can tell you almost 100% are in good hands. Kriteria untuk jadi ibu bapa titipan, I have it.
Yes.
I have the criteria. There's 7 generic criteria, tapi of course everything has to be properly investigated. Number 1, you have to be penduduk Singapore citizen. You mempunyai sekurang-kurangnya pendidikan sekolah menengah, at least a secondary school education, berusia sekurang-kurangnya 25 tahun, at least 25 years old. The household earning should be at least $2,000. Dah berumah tangga, berpengalaman menjaga kanak-kanak, sihat dan harus boleh menguruskan anak titipan. Must be married, must have kids before lah, or you have experience in having kids before, or jaga kids, and you must be sihat. Tak boleh lah kalau selalu sakit kan. How are you going to care for the anak titipan? Thank you for your questions. We've got so many people. Thank you Erlina, thank you Sari Dewi, Brandon, Ainik, thank you so much. Okay, let's move on. Apa ni? Akila. The next question I have for you is, how come there's a need for foster parents from our community?
Okay. So, memang masih terdapat ramai lagi kanak-kanak lah that are waiting for a foster family to receive them, and this can also be children who are currently in children welfare homes but would actually benefit more from staying with a foster family lah and having the care of a foster family. Yeah. So why a foster family is in a sense preferred over getting the kids to stay in children's home is because a family can provide that safe and nurturing environment for a kid to really in a sense develop well and then recover from the trauma that they might be facing. And if we compare macam suasana keluarga titipan or a family to suasana rumah tumpangan kebajikan kanak-kanak or children's home, definitely the perhatian yang the attention that is given is more individualized and more focused on that one child rather than having to split your attention among a lot of kids in the children's home.
Okay, that is very clear tau guys. Kenapa there's a need? Can I just be blunt? I mean, I don't represent any organisation or authority, but I'll just be blunt. Sometimes our community, they've got kids, but somehow dorang nak jaga anak pun macam susah, tak pandai, nak mendera, hantar anak pergi children's home. So of course, because of the rise of this, there is a need. I'm not saying there is a rise. I'm saying kalau ada kes-kes macam ini, mestilah ada need for fostering in services, fostering services punya agency. Dan anak-anak yang terbengkalai di home because mak bapak dua-dua masuk jail ni semua, trust me, if they have to choose between a children's home and another person's home yang sayang, masih sayang dia, ada orang lain, budak lain nak jaga, nak main-main dengan dia, ada mak bapak sementara waktu mak bapak titimpan untuk jaga, they want the second option. Okay guys, so that's why there is a need. Now somebody asked, I've heard of foster parents yang nak travel tapi pasal pasport budak tu dekat natural family, habis natural family tu tak cannot be contacted atau tak nak deal with this whole foster family pergi holiday dengan anak dorang tak boleh pergi. Macam mana tu?
Meaning how do foster parents try and bring, if they want to try and bring their kids, the foster kids, to travel with them.
Yalah, sama-sama pergi holiday dengan family. Tapi ada yang natural family tak kasih. Tak baik kan? Would PPIS jump in like this?
I mean, this is it's a common challenge that we have with foster families because at the end of the day, foster kids ni dorang punya the rights to these children still lie with the natural parents lah atau natural family. So the final say is made by them. So we do face these challenges, but ultimately kita kena respect jugalah that these natural parents are still the parents of these foster kids, and if they don't allow it, then we do have to respect that. But there are also cases that become court-ordered cases. Yeah, so in this sense, it's because the assessment is that the natural parents are no longer committed or want to be involved in the care of these kids lah. And so if there is a court order, sometimes there is like certain concessions where foster parents are able to bring the kids to travel lah.
Yeah, Alhamdulillah. So is it right for me to say, find you guys and help, ask for help, you will get the proper channel lah?
You mean
for the travelling
in relation
bit lah,
to which
for the
one?
travelling bit lah.
For the travelling, I mean foster parents can always consult with the social workers.
Yalah, consult the social worker, go to
find,
them.
Yeah,
Jangan
correct.
don't assume anything, guys. Go back there. They are the one yang specialise kat sini. Diorang expert. Pergi balik ke sana. Alright.
Yeah.
Tadi kita dah tahu the criteria for being a foster parent. Tapi what do you think are the ideal qualities of a foster parent? Qualities.
Okay, I think to be a foster parent, one of the most important criteria is to have a strong commitment lah untuk menjaga kanak-kanak, and as well as understanding that kanak-kanak that may become anak-anak titipan, they have very varying backgrounds. They come from different walks of life, ada pelbagai corak. So latar belakang, personality, kelakuan, they really berbeza lah daripada what you might consider normal kids. So to be a foster parent, you need to have an understanding of this and also be patient lah of the fact that this will come with foster kids. Apart from that, I think foster parents pun kena be berfikiran fleksibel and wanting to try different strategies lah when faced with challenges. Because sometimes the normal parenting strategies that they do with their own children atau anak kandung, sometimes it doesn't work or it's not effective for foster kids lah. So it's like the fostering journey is a lot of trial and error, and in that sense foster parents should also be someone who tak senang putus asa, keep wanting to try lah.
Betul, because I think bila foster kids ni datang dekat the foster parents punya rumah, dorang ni, one is trauma, one is terkejut, satu is dorang sensitive tau, because they will always think that this is not theirs, this is not their home. So dorang punya, the foster parents ni, dia kena extra mile to make sure they are loved, to make sure they feel at home, and to make sure dorang tak takut, tak trauma. Okay, maybe the best way to answer all these questions, right, is to actually get on board a foster parent atau a pair of foster parent. Kita ada Cik Malik dengan isterinya, ya?
Saya seorang hari ni.
Cik Malik, apa khabar Cik Malik?
Assalamualaikum, Alhamdulillah.
Waalaikumsalam. For confidentiality purposes, we're not gonna show Cik Malik punya video up here, but he is online with us. Say Assalamualaikum to everybody. There's almost 300 people online now, Cik Malik.
Oh, Alhamdulillah.
So, apa khabar Cik Malik?
Okay, Alhamdulillah. Tengah actually working from home, so I took time off for this.
Thank you for doing that. Thank you for doing that. We are all working. Most of us are working from home. Tapi, yalah, it's quite a challenge, Cik Malik. So,
memang.
Cik Malik, first and foremost, on behalf of MakBesar, we have a lot of kids within our team. My partners are one with very big family. Myself, I don't have, but I have a lot of nieces and budak-budak yang selalu I'm around with. On behalf of the kids, on behalf of MakBesar, and I'm sure on behalf of PPIS, thank you so much for being a foster parent. May Allah bless you and your family.
Amin.
Alhamdulillah. So, Cik Malik, how long have you been a foster parent, and how many children have you fostered so far?
I've been a foster parent with my wife for 1.5 years, and currently we have two babies. Our first child, we got him in when he was 3 weeks old, and alhamdulillah until now dah 18 bulan lah. Yang kedua ni baru kita dapat bulan 3 kemarin lah, baru berapa bulan lah.
Baru 2 bulan lebih.
Dua boys yes, 2 boys.
2 boys babies, and you just got them about one is already 1.5 years
Yeah,
lagi
we took him
satu,
from 3 weeks.
Wow.
Both from 3 weeks in fact. 3 weeks old.
Yeah, correct. And now a few months, now 1.5 years. Such a big heart you have, both of you, mashallah. And both boys. And this is your first two, or before this you pernah foster before?
Tak pernah, first time fostering.
So I take it that from the first experience you like it, that's why you take the second baby, sir?
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I wasn't ready lah, but my wife, she wants a second child because the 1.5 years, so the child has started to walk and tak boleh respond. So she asked me whether we can take another child. So I said, okay lah, consider okay lah, then let's go for it. Dan memang rezeki lah, memang kadang-kadang kita nak tak dapat kan, tapi
ya, betul, mashallah.
Dapat jugalah.
May I, is it okay, you don't have to answer me if you cannot, for both you and Akila. May I know these babies come from what background? You don't have to be specific, or you can just be generic. Is it abusive family who doesn't want the babies, or family who's in trouble with the law? Which one of these three?
If I may answer, it can be all three actually. So we do have.
But from Cik Malik, specifically.
If Cik Malik want to share.
Okay, my first foster child, the mom is in a girls' home, and the second one is incarcerated lah.
MashaAllah. Okay, no problem. And because of that, they are in good hands now with you. Alhamdulillah. I wonder, I don't know whether I've asked you this before, but what made you want to do this? You said you were not ready, but your wife was.
Yeah. Okay. Firstly, kawan kerja tu, kita nampak how their journey, perjalanan dia, anak dia daripada kecil sampai besar. So every year kita pergi raya rumah dia ataupun jumpa kat tempat kerja. Kita nampak how the child grows from young. But I think they took them in when they were young lah, mungkin 3-4 tahun. So but we saw how the child change, how the child develop, cara diberi kasih sayang, diberi cukup makan, minum, pakaian. Dan dari situ kita nampak perubahan budak-budak tu lah. Jadi mungkin sekarang dia orang dah kembali ke keluarga masing-masing. But nonetheless, what really sparked us is actually we saw that change in the child. So I told my wife, hey, why not we try this, and the timing was nice also lah. Kita pun baru dapat rumah, dah settle down. We also in our mid-40s already. So we do took care of our anak-anak saudara semua. So I think the timing is right and we were ready lah. Financially kita are stable. We don't have any commitments mentally, physically, and of course support from family is very important, which I have to stress. If it's just the husband and wife, I think we would not have managed this far lah.
Yeah, Alhamdulillah. Thank you so much, Cik Malik. And as a foster parent, what have you learned actually?
What I've learned, okay, number one, you need to have a good family support system, and because sometimes alhamdulillah for our case, I get my mother-in-law to be involved, and she's willing to help us because both of us are working, and when we are both working, the baby is when our first child we got in, so we asked her to help us to look after the child, and at the same time we tried to put him in infant care. There were challenges there. The child got sick and hospitalized a few times because of sakit and all that. And and number two is you need to have the right mindset. You have to know latar belakang budak-budak ni, how the cases that they have gone through. In fact, we are being put through some courses by MSF lah, so which every foster parent has to go through, which I think that actually helps us in building our confidence before we take this child in. And lastly, I think important is your niat lah. What's your main intention? If you want to contribute to the community, how you want to give it back to the community, I think this is one way. That's what we why one of the main reason lah that we want to put ourselves in this situation.
I actually wanted to show one more video, but the reason why I couldn't stop the interview is actually because people are commenting and people are messaging me on my private phones and commenting. And apa ni, kita tak nak stop dorang punya pertanyaan jugalah, I mean, video I can definitely show after this, insyaAllah. There's 300 over people, and some of my friends is asking about what you wanna say, but that one I will ask you later. But somebody asked, let's say katalah foster parents tu dah lama-lama foster, dah setahun lebih macam yourself, Alhamdulillah, but we don't know what will happen in the future. What if they go through separation or one of them pass away? What would PPIS do, Akila?
Okay, so if let's say there is a change of household or important caregivers in a foster family, in the event of death atau sickness or other factors, then we will do a reassessment lah for the sake of the foster kids. We really see if foster family ni without that family member who maybe is unable to continue caring, will this foster family be able to sustain the care of the foster kid within their own home. If we make the assessment that there is not enough social support atau just the family is unable to continue due to other factors, then we will try to find another foster placement for this kid lah.
Yeah. Cik Malik, what would you say or nasihat to the potential foster parents out there yang dorang actually macam nak tapi takut, macam tak nak,
Oh, okay. My advice to potential foster parents out there, I mean, I know, first of all, you have to know what is the intention of fostering. This has to be clear from your first step. They are, as what Akila has said, the intention is to return them back to the natural family as far as possible. I mean, with that clear in mind, you know that when a child comes to your home, they are not there permanently. But I know it is a bit irony because it's hard. You want to love a child, you got to give 100%. I know. Yes, you are given that allowance, but is how can you quantify the time, the sacrifice? Your leave. I've used all my leave the last time, to be honest, because of the hospital, and then I got to take no pay leave. I mean, you can't really put a price on all this. And then the time you bangun malam, budak tu nak susu, nak lampin. I mean, you have to go beyond this lah. If you are willing to give your all, but one advice is don't expect anything in return lah. If you want to do this,
ikhlas
you got to give
ikhlas.
everything. Yeah, I mean, I would want to be a cliche lah, but just how it is lah. And of course, you see the child as they grow, and how they change in character. You got to nurture their love. Give them the environment and give them that confidence to move on in their life. That's also one of the things that my advice. And also one important thing, we do have access to the natural family. Like for my case, every week, even when the baby was in our hands, we have to send him to meet the natural family every week, so for like 1 hour access. So in this time, sometimes there are times where you meet the natural family and they come from different backgrounds. You need to keep calm, have an open mind, have an open heart. Don't be too judgmental of what you see lah. Kita kena sedar what is our role and how we can really contribute. What's in the center of this is the child. You have to always think what is good for the child, not what is around, what is in the family. I mean, every decision, every bit has to be centered around the child.
Yes.
So with that is clear, I think whatever, mungkin orang-orang masyarakat cakap macam mana ke, family dia cakap macam mana ke, you will keep your stand lah if you are clear in this lah.
Yeah. Of course. Thank you so much, Cik Malik. I tell you what, there might be people out there yang tengah dengar kita sekarang, diorang nak tanya lagi soalan-soalan. You can ask questions still on this page, or you can go to the page PPIS Fostering, or you can go to their website at ppis.sg/family-services/PPIS Oasis. Okay, or you can just Google PPIS Fostering Services, you will find it. One last one before we leave for the 2 videos that I'm going to show you. You must watch these 2 videos, guys, really. PPIS is going to have a webinar very soon, which is in July, inshallah. And it's on Islam and Fostering, a foster parent webinar. Cik Akilah, you might want to talk about it a bit.
Okay, so the intention behind this webinar was, I think, from experience with working with foster parents, a lot of them do have curiosities about what is the Islamic perspective on fostering, what are some of the fiqh rulings, or legal rulings in terms of macam aurat atau other issues that might come under Islamic perspective. So the intention behind this webinar is to hopefully have an asatiza to kind of share on the Islamic perspective of fostering and the benefits of fostering mentioned in Islam, and why Islam views it as important to help kanak-kanak yang memerlukan atau vulnerable children. Yep. So this will be in collaboration dengan Pergas, insyaAllah. And then the panel will consist of asatiza and foster parents who will share their experience also.
Okay, so that's very good. I actually shared the information on the comments of this live page, guys. And I've also shared the PPIS Oasis punya website, and also they are on MakBesar Garage. Garage.makbesar.com. Look at some of their posters there, their banners. It's also there. It's going to be there for until 2nd of June. Come on. If you already dah terasa nak jadi ibu titipan, bapa titipan, go for it. Go for this webinar. Talk to a social worker. InsyaAllah, it's going to be a blessing. Look at Cik Malik. Started with 1 baby and then move on to the second one. One last question before we go for the video. Is it possible for the foster parent to be adopted parent if all is well?
Yes, if the circumstances lead to the kid being eligible for adoption, then foster parents can consider adopting the child.
Terima kasih so much. Terima kasih Cik Malik for joining us and sharing your thoughts.
Terima kasih.
Terima kasih. Kirim salam your wife and your 2 babies. And Akila, thank you so much.
Terima kasih. Thank you.
Alhamdulillah. Bye bye everybody. Assalamualaikum.
Bye.
Waalaikumsalam. Thank you.
Thank you so much, guys. We had such a long and good, insightful chat about fostering services. I know of this because my friends, some of them are foster parents. But to hear betul-betul daripada Cik Malik, to dengar cara experience Cik Akila, tengok video-videonya, I feel very, very heartwarm. My heart is very warm, okay? Can we have, don't go away, I'm going to share 2 more videos from PPIS.
So one day he shared the stories with me at home and then asked, you want to be, do you want to do fostering since we have a house, and our children are quite big. Then I said, why not? And on top of that, because I've been hearing stories, because even my own students, I have one whose mom actually is a foster parent as well. So she has been sharing, her experiences, and my auntie as well. So we thought, okay, why not? Just go ahead lah.
Sign up as a foster parent. There will be a lot of schemes, there will be a lot of assistance from MSF as well as PPIS. There's no, you will enjoy the journey, and let's sign up to help these affected children.
Adik. Syah? Adik. Adik. Syah? Adik, what's wrong, Syah? Syah? I miss my sister. I want to see her. I stay with you tonight. I leave the lights on, yeah? Okay? Okay, sleep.
Shah, come.
Your favorite kaya bread.
It's okay. We'll give him some time. We will guide him slowly.
Shah, you will never get hungry when you're here, okay? If you want anything else, you just let me know. Okay, Shah? Shah, come, let's join them.
Hi, Syah.
You try.
Come, Hana. This is your favorite egg, right? Thank you, Syah.
They're here. Hi, come in. Shah, look who's here to see you.
Adik! I miss you so much. How do you get here? Jessie said I can come and stay with you. Yay! We can be together again. And we can live with Uncle and Auntie and have kaya bread every day.
Nadia is staying with us from today. Every day you can have kaya bread. We are all a family now.
Nadia will never be hungry again, okay?